welcome to Facebook Live. We are going to be welcoming people from around the world very soon and about to begin our session on Beyond Meditation, the Human Vibe Attunement. The intention with this session is to really bring about that release of a very deep-seated inner conflict between the soul being and the human form itself. The soul being feeling confined and restricted by the limitations of the human form, and a new realization that this Beyond Meditation and the Human Vibe Attunement brings about, and a beautiful harmonious partnership occurs between the two, and that deep-seated inner conflict is released. It is the root of all conflict within us and outside of us. What also gets released, dissolved, is that wound of separation from source. That also is a very deep-seated experience that also gets dissolved. So we are about to begin in a moment. We have been engaged in the study of the soul and also the human form. And we are now experiencing what it feels like harmonizing the two as comrades, as contemporaries, and as one. So we are about to open the room now for everyone. Hello, Rupa Ben. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Lindsay. Hi, Cheryl. Hello. And you can go ahead and put in the chat box, whatever it is that you're present to. It would be wonderful to welcome you with that vibration. Hello, Justin. Hello, Karthik. Hi, Vandana. Welcome. Hello, Lola. Hi, Christian. Wonderful. Okay. So we're going to begin, and I've already set the context of what this is about, and I'm guided to just go ahead and begin the session. The session today is really about, the next 4 sessions are about starting to experience that harmony and that harmonious presence of the soul being and the human form coming together. So I am going to be taking you on a series of what I call as journeys. And each one of you will relate and experience the journey in your own way. And it is all about becoming attuned to the vibration of being human, which is love. And also acknowledging ourselves as in this human form, but also acknowledging ourselves as worthy of being the vessel of expressing the soul presence that is limitless, that is omnipresent, that has chosen this human form to be expressed through into the world. And the human form has never fully acknowledged itself. And that further accentuates the limitations of the human form. We've done a lot of discussion about it already. So for those of you who have missed any of the sessions, you can go on Facebook Live, and you can certainly go on my personal YouTube playlist about the Beyond Meditation Human Vibe Attunement. And you will be able to come up to speed with everything that we've talked about. I would love to just go straight into the journey. So just make sure that you are all comfortable and ensure that your back is supported. You don't have to be resting, but it just needs to be upright as opposed to lying down. If for any medical condition you need to lie down, please go ahead and do that. And if there's nothing warrants you to lie down, then my request of you would be to sit up. Now you can sit on a chair or you can sit on a floor, whatever is comfortable to you. So just imagine that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. And it's connected to the core of the earth with a golden cord. And it's a golden cord that is carrying in it the frequency of precious metal gold. Gold as a frequency is very supportive to the nervous system. It's very, very supportive and also has specific healing qualities for the brain cells, and the brain lobes. And gold as a precious metal, when I say it's supportive, it's actually supportive in every way, in a full spectrum way: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and environmental. All of those elements of full spectrum well-being are supported. As being out of sync with any one of those has a detrimental effect on our nervous system. With gold going in and supporting the nervous system, it actually has a direct impact on bringing all of those different elements, the 6 elements of full spectrum well-being, into harmony. Your golden cord also has Shungite, which is a meteor that landed on the planet 15 million years ago. It has a very specific quality of neutralizing electromagnetic pollutants as well as any negative energy pollutants. It's not necessarily an uplifting frequency. It doesn't uplift your vibrations, but it certainly neutralizes those that are bringing you down or keeping you down. And we still have the presence of precious metal emerald, that beautiful monochromatic fluorescent green that is just spreading through your entire body. A powerful neutralizing effect on the emotion of grief and the vibrational frequency that attaches itself to your different organs if grief is present in your field. On your left hand, with your palm facing upwards, you have the presence of the frequency of ruby. And on your right hand, palm facing up, you have the frequency of another crystal called citrine. The golden cord is operating like a vacuum suction pump. And it is starting to very softly and gently, like the dental hygienist vacuum suction pump, very softly and gently, it's taking out of your field any energies that no longer serve you. Scan your body from the top of your crown, front and back, and everything in between. So front of your forehead, the back of your head in the form of a concentric circles, series of concentric circles, and scan everything in between. The front of your nose, the back of your head, and everything in between. Notice a release of tension in your temples. Notice a relaxation of your eyes into your eye sockets. You may feel a little bit of a crackling in and around your temples, but that's because everything is just relaxing. It's a moment of exhale. The front of your nose, the back of your head, and everything in between. The front of your mouth, the back of your neck, and everything in between. All of the insides of the mouth start to tingle. The ears crackle a little. Lymph nodes that are on the earlobes start to get relaxed. The lymph nodes that are on the back of your ear going down the neck on either side start to get unblocked. The front of your shoulders and the back of the lower part of your neck and everything in between. Your collarbone. It's big centering of your endocrine system there in that region. There's also the brain stem, which holds in it the fight or flight vibration. That is relaxing. It's like in a constant state of inflammation, and that is relaxing. So the inflammation can be released. The front of your chest, the back of your upper back, and everything in between. Notice your shoulders drop down, your lung sacs open up. Notice the depth of your breath becoming deeper and deeper. The front of your waist, the back of your middle back and everything in between. The front of your abdomen, the back of your lower back and everything in between. The top of your legs, your thighs, the back of your thighs and everything in between. The front of your knees, the back of your knees and everything in between. The front of your shin and the back of your calf muscles and everything in between. And you notice a little tug on your heart as the diverticular vein that it connects to the heart is cleared and it relaxes. It's actually a very powerful relaxation and relieving of the heart muscle too that takes place. And a flow returns. The top of your ankle, the base of your heel, the top of your feet, the base of your feet, your toes, the tips of your toes. Notice yourself, your attention going down your arms, down your biceps, all the way down to your palms, to your fingertips. Notice that as you connect your fingertips, the fingertips you see are also connected to the core of the earth. And they are literally taking out any aches, pains, tension, discomfort that exists in your upper body in particular. It's being relaxed and released into the core of the earth. We're going to do the 9-4-6 breath. And this time I'm introducing a slight variation there. So you're going to breathe into the count of 9. And as you're breathing into the count of 9, just add this other focus, which is notice that your breath is going down your spine. So you're breathing into the count of 9 and it's going down all the way down to the tip of the tail of your spine. And then when you hold it there to the count of 4, and as you're breathing out, it is literally coming out and the breath is coming out of your heart. We are actually now, in doing so, we are making the connection between the new chakras that have opened up and have now become available to us. So we now have access to all the 13 chakras. The 9-4-6 breath absolutely opens them. And they have been doing it since a sufficient number of us have been doing this breath since the time JP came to the realization about the opening of the 13 chakras is also facilitated by the 9-4-6 breath. There is an alignment between the mind, the heart, and the gut that takes place. And you're now, in doing so, you're now connecting every chakra of yours. In taking the breath in, going down from the back of your spine all the way down to your tailbone, and then holding it there to the count of 4 and breathing out where the breath out releases from your heart. And I'm doing the counting, so you just focus on the breath and allowing this movement and this motion to take place. Today we are bringing about a very powerful connection across all of your chakras. that has a very direct impact on your life force. That has a direct impact on your immune system. And that has a direct impact on boosting your immunity. It has a direct impact on the emotional triggers that prevent immunity or that damage immunity. They are all like released and relaxed. So breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus your attention into your heart. And just take regular breaths in and out. And with every breath in, you're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion. And when you're breathing out gratitude and peace. Just be aware there's a lot of movement of energy, particularly stale energy from within the body, within certain parts of our system that no longer belongs. So if you feel like yawning, if you feel any other movements taking place in your body, that's all that is happening. There's energy that is moving in your system and it is coming out. That which no longer serves is being released. Imagine that all of us that are here on this call and everyone that is watching this Facebook Live, we are all standing in a really big circle. And as we're standing in the really big circle, in the center of the circle, there is a tower. And it's a tower made up of the tourmaline crystal. It's a very powerful neutralizing of pollutions and pollutant energies. Emotional pollutants as well as physical pollutants, as well as any spiritual pollutants that might be there, or mental pollutants. On top of this tower is a geode, and it's a geode of amethyst. It's like a big crown that is seated on top of this tourmaline tower. And in the center of this amethyst geode, I'm seeing a very beautiful malachite, that green crystal with these wonderful Fibonacci type circles. That is there placed right at the center. And on top of that is a lamp. It's a lamp that is placed there by your own inner illumination. It is the lamp that is that is lighting up and that is creating a spark of your own inner light. It is a lamp that is your light, and it is a lamp for you. Each one of us will see the lamp, and we may even see different colors in it. And the light, there's like a ray of, like the rays of the sunlight. It's like when you have what is termed as God's light. It's those kind of rays that are coming out of this lamp, and they're going into your eyes. Your eyes are closed, and they're entering your eyes. And there is one which is a very powerful illumination coming out of the amethyst, which is violet in color. It's quite a deep purple and a very rich purple, and that is entering your third eye. And it's as if your pineal gland is just sucking it in. It's so wonderfully enriched by the nutrient quality of this particular illumination. For those of you who don't understand about the crystals, just go on the journey anyway. And allow your imagination to take you where it wishes to take you. In the center of our circle, just by the circumference on the right and the left, there are two buckets. There is a thought bucket, and then there is another one which is doubts bucket. So if any doubts emerge, any sounds that take place, they all that interrupt, and a doubt appears whether or not you're doing the right thing. Just put that doubt exactly as it appears into the doubt bucket, and return to your heart, breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and breathing out gratitude and peace. The thought bucket is for the over-analytical types. If your mind is running amok with lots and lots of thoughts, or you're analyzing stuff, just take that analysis, the mind chatter, and put it into the thought bucket. And return into your heart, breathing in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathing out gratitude and peace. And just imagine as if there are roots that are going down from the base of your feet, from the tips of your fingers. It's like a banyan tree type roots are going into the ground. And as that happens, it allows you, your physical presence to rise. And you're rising, and you're rising, and you're rising, and you become at one with your higher self. You are so tall and so present to the magnificence of you. And as you presence your own presence to the magnificence of you, it's as if branches start to sprout up and you expand. You expand horizontally sideways first, and then it starts to rise up, and there's a big crown of expansion that is taking place, lots and lots and lots and lots of branches. And these branches are filled with fluffy white cherry blossom-like presences. And each of these cherry blossoms is a cluster of the ok-ness vibe that is coming in to you from nature that makes up this planet. So you're literally being crowned with the vibe of ok-ness. You are in your center. You're plugged into the vibration, the innate vibration of being human, which is love. And you're enveloped in this wonderful cozy blanket of ok-ness from nature. And the blossoming has the innate vibe of courage. So courageously, you express yourself in the amplifying vibrational frequency of being human, which is love. You recognize and realize, acknowledge, receive, and accept yourself in your highest vibration. And even in you accepting it, it's like light bulbs are going on, being switched on inside of you. And notice these pockets of illumination. In some areas of your physical presence, it's stronger than others. And all there is to do is to notice, observe, and just allow it to be, not giving it any meaning at all. There was a very interesting comment made by someone where there was a powerful realization she experienced of the soul presence. And the comment was, my logical human mind is there, but that is less important for me. That comes afterwards. My soul presence comes first. And I would like to put to each one of you that as long as you are in your thoughts, which you are, you're in your conscious presence, your human form comes first. And your logical mind, all it requires is an honoring of its presence. And with the human vibe attunement, at a cellular level, your human form receives itself as a human, accepts itself as a human, because it is being acknowledged so powerfully by the soul presence. There's a very deep sense of gratitude that you are experiencing right now. And it's a gratitude for having chosen to take up this human form. Great appreciation for hanging in there and being present at this time on this planet, in this human form. As the planet took the plunge and chose to rebirth itself by transforming itself, there was a call sent out to many, many human presences to step forward and make themselves available for the full expression of their soul presence, the limitlessness, the indestructibleness, the omnipresence of the Creator through the soul being. And that call certainly was answered by me and Gaurav, as we allowed this body of work and this knowledge to come through. And each one of you, by being here, are playing your part. Because as the soul being acknowledges itself as a human, receives itself as a human, and accepts itself as a human, the human form too acknowledges itself and its own worthiness as a human, receives itself in its human vibe of love, and accepts the human vibe presence of love. And that's when the dots connect up, the circuitry is complete, the light bulb goes on, and an illuminated amplifying frequency of love occurs. We are all here in a circle. We are going to begin the acknowledgement from the human form to the human form. The soul being has already made that acknowledgement, and it has been received at a cellular level, this conscious level acknowledgement of the human form, where it acknowledges itself as a human. It is acknowledging itself as a human that is expressing the limitless presence of the Creator in the form of our own soul being. It is receiving itself in its divine gift of being the vessel of fulfillment of the divine plan that calls for the soul to express itself and in its eternalness. And it anchors this realization by accepting itself, honoring its own worthiness. And what that does, in the human form, it flicks the switch of dignity, a remembrance of dignity. And as each one of us remembers and reawakens the connection to dignity, it's like tentacles of connections, like a web starts to occur. And each one of us, through our entire lifetime, in this human presence, as well as in previous lifetimes, through other human presences, we have connected to a web of connections. I'm using the term a web of connections because of the innate strength that a web withholds. It can adapt, it can bounce, it can swing. It takes something to break it. So we all have our web of connections, and what has broken up the remembrance of those web of connections has been that deep-seated inner conflict and a little bit of remorse and regret from that separation trauma from souls. We already have, in clearing your physical presence, we already have released and neutralized those energy signatures from your body. So you are present, you are clear, you are centered. Notice yourself, receive yourself, accept yourself in the full-blown presence of the human form. And this time, when you say it, it's as if you were saying it aloud, it's as if the tone of your voice will be different because it is your soul being expressing it like a chorus with your human form coming in and expressing it too. So it's like two singers singing as one in complete harmony, complete rhythmic presence of who you are. And the rhythm of you starts to return as a remembrance. With every chant that you do, the honoring of your own worthiness becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. So let's begin. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Let's anchor it. Breathe in. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your right hand and just put it over your heart and your left hand over your navel. And as you are holding it there, ask the question, what is there for me to know? And what am I to do with this knowing? What is there for me to know? And what am I to do with this knowing? The overarching context is the expression of your identity in the now. Whatever you get shown, it may be signs, it may be images, it may be complete blank. Don't lose patience, just allow it to flow. It can sometimes take a little bit of time. And some of you may receive it very, very clearly. Take your hands in front of your mouth and your nose, rub them against each other. Put your palms over your eyes. Open your eyes and then take them on top of your head, the back of your neck, on either side of your shoulders. Do an energy sweep. The human vibe attunement itself is complete. And if you would like to share a word that you're present to, please do so in the chat. I would love to hear from you. So happy to see you, Sushma. Thank you for being here. We've begun a process. Tourmaline works in over a period of time. So between now and the next time we get together on Saturday, Tourmaline would have done a lot of the neutralizing of electromagnetic pollutants that have affected the vitality of our physiological presence. So just allow yourself to receive that. Wondrous magnificence, love. Peace, love, love. Thank you for these special moments. Contentment, open to miracles. Affirmative, inspired. Alive, live. Faith. I love the pink on you. Thank you. Thank you, Lola. Presence, alignment. With deep gratitude for being here. And remember, in you being here, yes, you are receiving the benefit of it, but each one of you is playing the part that you signed up for at this very powerful, potent, and unusual time on this planet. So thank you all in everything that you are doing. Thank you.